Hello and welcome to part 9 of my Deku pixel art tutorial. Alright, we're just going to get straight into it. Today we don't get much done, but we fill in some more shading in his hair. His hair will probably be a couple more parts after this, but that's alright. We will push through. Alright, so we see these 5 blocks going diagonal down to the right up near the top left of his hair, and right below it we have these 4 blocks going across. This is where we are going to start. I will take a look back so that you know where we are going to begin. Alright, flying back to these 4 blocks, we are going to count in 2 to the left. So that's 1, 2. And starting below it, we will place 3 blocks going diagonal down to the right. So that's 1, 2, and 3, just like this. Now we're going to place 2 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2, and another 2 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2. So it's 2 sets of 2s. Now we're going to place 5 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to find the middle block, and on top of it and below that middle block we're going to add 1 black concrete. So it should look just like this. Now on the top black concrete we are going to add 1 block going diagonal up to the left, just like this. And now on the bottom black concrete we are going to place 6 linked sets of 2s going down to the right. 6 linked sets of 2s. So that's 1, 2, 1 set, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, and 1, 2, 6. And it should be making contact with these blocks from the previous part. And just keep in mind that that first set was not linked to the 1 block going below the middle of the 5. But they are 6 linked sets of 2s. Alright, now we are going to go back again to the 5 blocks going across. And to the right, we are going to place 2 sets of 2s going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. And now you see this empty space of 2 blocks that we made. You can go ahead and fill that in with the black concrete. Should look just like that. Alright, going back down to the second set of 2, we are now going to place 3 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to place 6 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright. Now we're going to take our placement block and count in 3 blocks to the left from the right side of the 6 that we just placed. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now going back to our black concrete, right below that third block, we're going to add 5 blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Should look just like this. Now from the right side of that 5th block, we are going to count in 2 blocks, 1, 2. And below that 2nd block, we are going to add 4 blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like this. Now, once again, but with the 4 blocks going across, we are going to count in 2 to the left. So that's 1 and 2. And starting below this second block, we are going to place 6 blocks going diagonal down to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just like that. And now, from that 6th block, we are going to place a linked 2 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. And it should make contact with that 8th block diagonal that we placed in the previous part. Now going back to the 2 linked blocks, we are going to add 1 block going diagonal up to the right. That's 1. And now 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. So that's 1, 2. Now we're going to add 2 blocks going down to the right. 1, 2. 1 block going diagonal down to the left. 1. 2 blocks going down to the left. 1, 2. And 4 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to add 2 sets of 2s going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2, just like that. Now, from that second set, we are going to take our placement block and add 2 blocks going to the left, 1, 2. And directly below that second placement block, we are going to add 6 blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And yes, it should be making contact with these 7 blocks from the previous part. And now we are going to start on the right side of the 6 and count in 3 blocks to the left. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Starting below it, we are going to place 1 black concrete, just like that. And now we are going to place 2 sets of 2s going across on the lower level to the left. So that's a 1, 2, 1, and a 1, 2, 2. Now we are going to add a linked 2 sets of 2s going down or across to the left. And it's only linked to the first set. So it's like this: 1, 2, 1 linked set, and 1, 2 normal set. And now we are going to place a linked set of 2 linked 2s going across on the lower level to the left. And again, if these instructions are a little bit confusing, just watch the video and do as I do. So 2 sets of 2 linked 2s. So that's 1, 2, 1 linked set, and a 1, 2, 2 linked set. So it should look exactly like this. Alright, now you're going to place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's a 1 and 2. And now this section is done, and we are going to follow that path that we just created back all the way up to these 6 blocks going across. And starting from the right side, we are going to add 2 blocks going across up to the right. That's 1 and 2. And now we can go ahead and fill in those 2 empty blocks right there. Now we're going to go back to these 2 blocks and add 3 blocks going diagonal up to the right. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going to add 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And now 3 sets of 2, a linked 3 sets of 2s going down to the left, and it's linked at the beginning and it's linked throughout. So it'll look like this: 1, 2, 1 linked set, 1, 2, 2 linked sets, and a 1, 2, 3 linked sets. Now we are going to add 1 block going across to the left on the bottom of that 3rd set. So it should look exactly like this. Now we are going to go back up to these 3 blocks going down. We are going to find the middle block right here and add 1 block going across to the right from it, just like this. Now we are going to add 2 blocks going up to the right. That's a 1, 2. And now we are going to add 5 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we are going to add 1 block going diagonal up to the right. That's 1. And now 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1 and 2. Oh. Sorry if I'm moving a bit fast. I am in a bit of a rush to get this part done. Alright, starting on top of these 2 blocks going down, we are going to add 2 placement blocks going straight up. That's 1 and 2. Starting from the right side of those placement blocks, we are going to add 6 blocks going down to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just like that. Now, on the bottom of those 6 blocks, we are going to add 2 blocks going down to the left. 1, 2. Now, 3 blocks going down to the left. 1, 2, 3. 1 block going diagonal down to the left. That's 1. Now 2 blocks going down to the left. 1, 2. And now 6 blocks going diagonal down to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just like that. Oh. Don't break the blocks that you place like I do. Let's only break the placement blocks. Alright, now we're going to go all the way back up to these 6 blocks going down along the path that we just created. And we're going to start on the left side of that and add 2 blocks going up to the left. So that's 1 and 2. Now we're going to add 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. That's 1 and 2. Now starting on the left side, we are going to add 1 block going up, just like this. And now on the left side of that 1 block we just placed, we're going to add 1 placement block just right here. And now with our black concrete, starting on top of this placement block, we are going to place 6 blocks going to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it should look exactly like this so far. Now starting on the left side of those 6 blocks, we're going to add 5 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, starting from the middle block of those 5, we are going to add 6 blocks going straight up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if there is a 1 space gap between those 6 blocks and the top of your outline, then you are doing everything correctly so far. Alright, now we're going to go to the right of these 5 blocks going across, and we are going to add 2 blocks going up to the right. So that's 1 and 2. And now we are going to add 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. So that's 1 and 2. And now we're going to place 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, and 3. And now on the right side and the left side of the top block, we're going to add 1 black concrete. So it should look exactly like this. And yes, it makes contact with the 3 blocks going diagonal from the second part of this tutorial. Alright, going back down to the 5 blocks going across again, we are going to place 1 block going diagonal up to the left. So that is 1. And now 3 blocks going up on the left. 1, 2, and 3. Now 2 blocks going up to the left. 1 and 2. Now 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. 1 and 2. Oh. And now we're going to place 4 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. So that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Starting from the right side of the 4 blocks, we're going to count in 2 blocks. So that will be 1 and 2. Starting below it, we will place 2 sets of 2s going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 1 set, and 1, 2, 2 sets. Alright, now we're going to be placing 1 block going diagonal down to the left. That's 1. And now 1 block going diagonal up to the left. And that's 1. Now we're going to place 8 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. 8 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now from the left side of these 8 blocks, we are going to count in 3 going to the right. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Starting on top of that 3rd block, we are going to place 6 blocks going across to the left. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, from the left side of these 6 blocks going across, we are going to count in 2 blocks. So that's 1 and 2. And on top of that 2nd block, we are going to add another 6 blocks going across to the left. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just like that. Alright, now you're going to head back down to the 8 blocks going across that we just placed. And we're going to start on the left side of the 8 blocks and count in 4 blocks to the right. So that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, starting below those 4 blocks, we are going to place 2 sets of 2 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. So that is 1, 2, 1 set, and 1, 2, 2 sets. Should look exactly like this. Now going back to these 2 blocks going across, we are now going to add 3 blocks going diagonal down to the right, and it should make contact with these blocks down here. So that is 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, it all connects right here. And now for the last part of this pixel art tutorial, we're going to focus in this section where my cursor is. It is one big section. There is no breaks. There is no openings. We are now going to fill that in with the black concrete. So go ahead and do that now. Alright. Once you are done, it should look exactly like this. And now that is the end of part 9 of my Deku pixel art tutorial. Thank you so much for following along, and stay tuned for the next episode.